Ladies and gentlemen, my new police car. Allow me to introduce you to the latest tool in the fight against crime, the undercover minivan.
A minivan?
Just imagine the possibilities. All the nitty-gritty shady that goes down in the parking lot of Bed Bath & Beyond. Every elementary school book fair, I will be there. Watching.
Brilliant.
All right, it's not my new police car. I only wish. How sweet would that be? But that is my current cop car. If you guys have been here a while, you know that I usually drive a marked police car. So what am I doing with this thing? Well, funny you should ask. I'm gonna tell you. Oh! Dead! Are you kidding me? Okay, it'll start. No. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, come on, baby. Oh, no. Oh. Died again. So I went down to get a spare car from our city shops and there were none available. So I had to pick this thing up. Figured while I've got it for a few days, I would show you guys behind the scenes of an unmarked detective police car. There's really no markings on the outside at all that it's a police car. It's got like stock hubs and stuff like that. One of the biggest giveaways that it's a cop car is you can see the lights in the window. It might be kind of hard with the sun at this angle and everything, but usually as you're driving down the road, very easy to spot. You look in, God, if it wasn't so dirty, you can see the lights in the corners and boom, you know it's a cop car. I'm not showing you guys the license plate, but it has a regular license plate. It's not exempt. It's a regular license plate, so that doesn't really stick out. Ooh, there's kind of another one. These little nubs on the back. This, of course, is the antenna for the in-car radio. Behold, the proud insignia of the Impala. It's some kind of animal. To me, it looks like a peacock.
What?
As we enter the car, or as police officers like to say so much, the vehicle, I get so sick of saying vehicle, it's a car. So as I get in here, I will tell you the very first impression I have is that there has not been much actual police work done here. I'm pretty sure the primary purpose of this car was to go from the coffee shop to the donut shop to any variety of eating establishments and maybe an occasional pit stop back at the office to play on the computer. Oh, ceasefire, ceasefire. We're all on the same team. They're just so fun to make fun of sometimes though. Maybe I'm just secretly jealous that I haven't been picked to be a detective ever.
You suck!
There's not much here to show you guys, but I will show you what's here. You can probably see behind me in the back, there's a couple of lights there. That's one of the things that makes an unmarked or detective car, is lights that are less visible to be seen than a light bar on top. So back there we've got a little LED module and we've got an older halogen light that's there. In the front we've got that bad boy, which is a little older model LED light, and that's the only light on in the front. And we'll turn them on in just a sec and show you guys that. And I mentioned before I've been using this as a patrol car for the last few days. You can see there's no computer stand. So I just use the seatbelt to strap my computer in so it doesn't go flying, and that's what I've been having to deal with. I keep my citation books, state tax impound forms, things like that, as well as a little light reading during breaks and lunches. Everybody always asks me if this is a dictionary because it's so big. No, it's just good old-fashioned nerd fantasy fiction.
That's the best kind.
So honestly, this center stack of buttons and controls is one of the only things that makes this car any different than a regular car. If you watched our other video, you probably already have an idea of what this stuff is about, but this top stack here is the police radio. It's of course attached to the microphone where you can talk on the radio. It's supposed to go down here on the side. It has a little clip that it clips into. I can't stand digging down here by my leg to reach out to that. So for the short time that I have this car, I just started setting it over here on the side. As far as the rest of the stuff on here, this is the same type of control that would be in a marked police car. The lights are this lever here. Switch it over to level 1. That usually puts flashing lights on in the back. Let's check those out. All right, these are what the lights in the back look like. You've got kind of an older one there, a little bit of a newer LED one there. Nothing too impressive. It does the job. It's the basics. Level 2 generally turns it to some front and back lights, and level 3 usually turns on all the lights on the car, including if there's any lights in the headlights or anything like that. You got a little LED light up front. That's it. That's all there is. Sometimes you'll have lights in the grille to go along with that, or flashers in the headlights, but this car's got nothing. Just one of those. Really, really basic. For this control box, these mean left alley, right alley. Usually the alley lights are lights on a light bar on top of the car that will go down to the left or to the right so you can see down an alley. TKDN is takedown. Takedown lights are lights on the light bar as well that just go white. So on a traffic stop at night, it puts additional white light to the front of the car. Not sure what flash would be in this car. Auxiliary and brake. Oh, down here, this brings back good memories. So on the siren, you can turn it to radio so that it will actually put out on the PA whatever's coming across the radio. Standby is usually where you have it if you're not using it. Wail, yelp, and oh, what's this one? Probably see here that it's got radio, standby, wail, yelp, helo. Hilo. Cool, I don't even know what that is. I said in my last video, Hilo. They didn't have the hyphen in it, so I think I was confused.
Brilliant.
So how about the different types of police officers, specialty assignments, or units that use unmarked cars? And why do they use unmarked cars? This is by no means comprehensive, but to me, there's 3 different categories of police officers that use unmarked police cars and why they need unmarked cars. The first is administration. Your chief of police, your captains, your lieutenants, there's no need for them to be in a marked police car because they're not out doing patrol duties. The second group, and this can include a lot of different cops, is specialty assignments. Every department in the world is going to have different kinds of specialty assignments. Gang units, high crime suppression units, public-oriented police units, targeted traffic enforcement, community policing functions. I mean, every department is going to have their own unique program or language for these different types of specialty assignments, and most of them are going to be better served with the cops driving unmarked police cars. I mean, think about the people that do narcs and vice type stuff. You have to be in an unmarked car. It's going to defeat the purpose of your mission if people can see you from a mile away. So a lot of those units will have cars that most people can't recognize as police cars. I'm not talking like this one. Criminals would see this from a mile away just like a marked car. I'm talking about cars you would never suspect is a cop car. Like my minivan idea. Or my favorite one, this is actually a police car at the last agency I worked for. It was a purple Jeep Liberty. I thought it was the silliest thing I'd ever seen, but you know what? It was really nice driving that thing around because nobody thought you were a cop. The only problem was it was so unlike a cop car that I think when we tried to pull people over and use the lights on it, some people would just keep going. They're all looking in the mirror laughing. Somebody's trying to impersonate a cop. The third category that I can think of is detectives, investigators, our special keyboard warrior police officers, like Officer 401 is now. Oh, there I go again. Probably just speaking out of jealousy here. But like the other 2 categories, there's no need for those guys to have marked police cars, so they have unmarked cars like this. Those are just a few that come to my mind. If you guys are from agencies or have seen departments where you live use unmarked cars for other purposes, let us know in the comments. All right, just a couple quick things and then we will wrap this one up. I guarantee we're gonna get this question because a lot of you asked it on our last police car tour video. Why do I have a police car here at my house? Why is it in my driveway? Why are you allowed to use your car off duty? Very fair question. It's because our department participates in a program called Car Per Man. If you guys want to know more about that and how that works, I'm going to throw a link up here to our first Q&A video we ever did where we spend a couple minutes talking about that because so many of you asked about it. I also feel like I need to reiterate that this car is a spare car for our department. It's obviously a little bit past its prime, and this is not indicative of all the cars with my department. We've got a lot of old cars, but we also have a lot of very nice new cars. This just happens to be a spare that's no longer in use. That's why I have it. And finally, as a reminder to you guys that are recently subscribed or new to our channel, we are in the middle of our first subscriber contest and giveaway with this gold 1 terabyte PlayStation 4. As of the posting of this video, we are still taking entries for this. If you missed our last video, I'll throw up yet another link where we went over all the details. It's the video where we got to meet Officer Daniels, and we talk about this towards the end of that video. Of course, this only applies if you happen to be watching this video within the first few days to weeks after we post it. A lot of you guys will be watching this that are weeks and months past this. It's okay. This is the first of many of these type of things that we plan on doing on our channel. So please, if you have not, join the FuzzFam squad, hit that subscribe button, turn on our post notifications, then you'll know when we do another one.
Brilliant.
All right, guys, that is it. Hopefully you found something informative and or entertaining today on this video. If you have questions about unmarked police cars or anything else, leave them in the comments below or send us messages on our Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, and we will try to respond to as many as we can. We love you guys. We will see you soon on the next video. Peace out.
Let's level up. Pedal to the metal when I play the cut. Doing double time like double dutch. Stay a dime a dozen, so I double up. These late nights finna pay off. Gonna take flight, no days off. My blood pumping, my blade sharp. Young Savon trying to save all.
What a dork.